collectors, welcome back to my channel, Margaret Knabb Designs, and welcome to our hashtag Christmas 365, or I always forget, or is it hashtag 365 Christmas? It's one or the other. So I wanted to share this projects with you today. I just got done doing a YouTube hop with the Country Craft Creations designers. I'm on the design team, and we just did a YouTube hop this past weekend called Homemade for Christmas. So if you haven't done the hop, the prizes are going to be drawn today on the 31st, but it ended at midnight last night on the 30th for commenting on the videos. But there are a lot of really wonderful projects and tutorials for that hop. So if you haven't done that, please go and check out those videos and those tutorials. So what I thought is that there would probably be a lot of different people on our, excuse me, our Christmas 365 monthly collaboration. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to share with you the project that I did for my Homemade for Christmas. And this was the initial book that I did that is made with an Echo Park paper. I think it's called Christmas Memories. And then I had a pack of new Christmas collection for this year, this is a Cartabella collection. This one is called Home for Christmas. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to actually show you both books at the same time so you can see where I changed out some of the pictures or changed out the front of the albums. But I'll tell you a little bit about them. This album, again, is the Echo Park collection. I believe it's Christmas Memories. And on the front of here, I used a lot of stickers. I used a lot of stickers in this because the reason for this project is that it would be something that would be fast and simple for Christmas giving, and that you could get it done in a weekend easily, as long as you maybe don't get too technical about all the different flips and flaps you want to put in there. And it's made with 6 envelopes and 6 cards. And if you want to see the tutorial, go to my tutorial for the Homemade for Christmas, and it'll show you how to do it there. So the thing that's nice about this is it's a very chunky little album. These are 5 by 7. This is a mini slimline card base die that I used. I used some of my dies from my stash. I believe these are from Queen & Company that are some of their basic dies. So that's what's on here. On here, I used the same ribbon. I used some of the Goosebumps from Doodlebug. This brads are from the Christmas collection for this year, cut apart on the front of this album. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open up both albums. They're double wrapped with this buffalo check ribbon, and this ribbon was purchased at Country Craft Creations. So if you're looking for some, she may still have some in stock. And what this is this is actually a never-ending album, and I'm sure that most of you have heard of a never-ending card, but this album is made with the 6 cards, 6 envelopes, but you actually can expand it to be larger or bigger than this. So I wanted to show you this and explain what I did for my projects. So I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. Maybe I will do... I just want to show you the differences in them. So for this one, I start out on this front page with spot to put a picture down, and then we've got a flip up here. We've got some of the stickers on there, but it's just one of the cut aparts on the first and second page. On this book, I have a photo mat, some of the stickers. I also took a graphic 45 tag. I have a cut or dies that I use so that can put a title in here, could put some journaling, whatever you would like to use. Also, the matting that I used for these albums, this solid cardstock is from Country Craft Creations. It's the artisan cardstock in burgundy, black, There's some craft that's used, and there may even be some green on one or two spots. So this is the first 2 pages in both the albums, and then we turn this one over, and this is one of the cards that is put on there. And in here I have one of the cut-aparts in a pocket. I also have one of the stickers. It is picked up here, and so something could be tucked in there, something could be tucked under there, and it makes a neat pocket. Also, what I did in this section, because this was popping up quite a bit, I wanted to make sure I had something to hold it down. So what I ended up doing was putting a ribbon on here, but I did put the ribbon around in the wrong section. So the only thing that it did that isn't right is that it won't let me do a continuous never-ending album, but all I need to do is leave it open and it'll do what it needs to do. So if we go to this book, we'll see that these pages, the second or third pages on here, we've got a book that opens there, and we've got a pocket on this side, and we've got our graphic 45 tag. And one of the things that I did with these tags is I had less paper for this collection than I did for this one. I've got quite a bit of extra on this collection because it's new, and I bought quite a bit for Christmas this year. For these, what I did is I just ended up taking some of my offcuts and I glued them down on a piece of paper, just some printer paper, and then I cut it out with the die from G45. Just left it blank on the back because I don't want to add so much more bulk. So then both of these will open up, and one of these that opens up is has double matting on this side with a full mat here. On this inside, what I did is I took 2 of the mats or cut-aparts and put that in there. Piece of the ephemera pieces, and this is put all the way down, and then just some black dots from my Love from Lizzie. Oh, I can't think what they're called, and I couldn't think of it before either. So they're from Love from Lizzie, but she's out of Great Britain, but you can find them there. And I'm sorry, my mind is just blanking. But the other thing is that on this, where there's a photo mat on here, you can also tuck your photo underneath here, and you can also put a photo behind there permanently down. So it has lots of opportunities for pictures. Then we come to this section where actually these get pulled out. So with this booklet, when this gets pulled out, I have black cardstock along here, some of the designer paper along here, and then on the back, I've got some of the green artisan cardstock, used some of the stickers and the flags on the back to dress that up, and that's the front. And then this just goes back into the mini album, goes down again like that, and we're not going to tie it back up because what's going to happen is we'll tie it back up at the end. So this one comes out, and when this one comes out, I've got a photo mat here, I've got some of the stickers, designer paper along here, and if I flip this around, I have one of the thin gold stickers from Love from Lizzie, some of the other stickers from the collection, and then the burgundy artisan cardstock. And then this just goes back in as well, into the side, and this closes down. And then both of our albums, they turn over. It's a thicker part to the album here because there's a lot being put together. And the difference, there's a little bit of a difference again. So over on this album, what I did is I put a sticker along here, took a piece of the solid cardstock. I love this paper. I love, love, love with the post office boxes. And then one of the cut-aparts I just put down onto some black cardstock, gets tucked under there, and took one of the G45 tags. There was a couple cut-aparts that were larger. They were like 6 inches. So I took my G45 die and used those for covering this tag. Down here, I also, this is actually one of the stickers long stickers, and I actually put it on some black cardstock so that I could use this as a stopper. There is a sticker on this side as well. And then on this book, we've got our G45 tag. It goes through to the belly band, complementing that across here. We have a sticker that I backed onto some craft cardstock saying memories, and it holds it down. Now on these two sections, I chose to put my my other card into another section, or I didn't have this card put in, but I have an additional card into this section, and this pulls out and opens up like that. Areas for photos here, some of the stickers down here, photo mat, place for journaling, some of the designer paper, and then on the back, I have some of the stickers with the strings coming down, so it looks like it's hanging. And then that just gets tucked back into here, and honestly it usually goes in very easy. So that goes in here, and if I open that up, you're also going to see on this book that there is a cut apart backed by the burgundy cardstock, some of the gift packages, a sticker, and then I've got another spot that I can put journaling, or I could put some memories on there with some of the stickers, and that will just go right in there. And then on this page, I actually have a little bit of a booklet that opens up like that. It flips up, or it also can be opened out like this for some more photo opportunities. And that's held down by a magnet as well. So if we flip this over, and we're going to flip this one over, you can see we have an angled pocket on here, and then we have another section where we've got another card. I believe what I did is I put an additional card into this booklet, and so that's why we had another pullout on here. So if we look at the two books, the same pages, this one is different. It opens up here, spots for 2x2 pictures, and this is up so the pictures can go in there. And then we have a card over on this side that opens up like this, spots for 2x2 pictures, and then this I forgot to tie that. And then this opens up like this with the angled pocket section. This is one of the graphic 45 tags, and I used a cut apart, the 6-inch cut apart to cover this, and used one of the dies. Can put pictures onto the back. I can put maybe a small photo onto here. This actually is tied down. I did that rather than put magnets in here, and that'll just tie right back up. And one of the stickers is used down here. And then if I pull this out, I've got a photo mat on here, and then on the back I've got my ornaments on the back where opportunities for photos there. And then this just goes back into this booklet. And I guess by doing this, I'm really trying to show you that you can make it almost exactly the same, but have some different elements in each of the books. So on here we have our angled pocket, we have our G45 tag, got a sticker on here, and then we open this up, and I don't have matting onto this one, but I do have a tag in here with some of the craft cardstock and a few of the stickers, and that gets stuck down right into there. And then this pulls out, and we have our card, and we have a spot to put our photos on here. And then in the back of this one, we've got different opportunities for different pictures on the back of that card. So you'll see in this booklet, the other booklet, I did that a little bit differently. Then if we turn these books around, you can see all the ribbons, sorry. I used a sticker on the back and put it onto some craft cardstock. I took one of the cut aparts on this one and put it on craft cardstock. So this ribbon moves underneath all of them. And what that can do is we just move the ribbon out of the way, and this opens up like that. This one opens up like this, and we're going on to our back pages. And so on this booklet, we see that we have a cut apart with an opportunity to put a picture down. We've got our red truck, Deck the Halls, and we have 2 photo opportunities with our ornaments on this page to put on a round picture on there. And then we have a tag. That's one of the cut aparts that goes right into the truck and sits on that page right there. On this one, we've got a cut apart in here. We've got a journaling spot. We've got opportunities for pictures back here, and this tucks right in. And we also have our ornaments on this page where we can put a round picture. And with the little bits of our ribbons, they get flattened a little bit with the book opening and closing. But I love this. This is probably one of my favorite pages because I think it's a little bit different. And if we take those pages and we turn those pages over, each one of these are a little bit different. On this one, on this side, we've got a graphic 45 tag. This is probably one of my least favorite pages. I think I did too much on it, and it has a little bit too many stickers on it. So note to self not to do that again. But I've got a G45 tag, and that goes in right there. And then on this page, we've got cut apart, and we've got one of the ephemera pieces here glued onto a piece of the artisan cardstock. And then this is a card that gets pulled out and can be pulled out here. And you can see I did the 2x2 picture spots again, only I used some of the cut aparts. This collection, which is this year's collection, Home for Christmas, I had so much more ephemera stickers and paper. I used the 12x12, a lot of that collection. I have about three 12x12s left over, but I also used some of the 6x6 collection as well. And so on here, I have a photo mat. Maybe I just do a smaller photo up here, but I can tuck different things onto here. On the back of this booklet, I just have a black photo frame, and I can add a sticker or something like that once I get the photo on there. On this page, what I did is I've got a stopper on the bottom, spots for photos, whether the photos are going to go across the booklet like that, or that they're just going to go down. But they're open so that photos can be tucked under there. And then this one just goes back into here like that, and that closes up like that. On this booklet, we have a large pocket in here. And again, I didn't have as much paper left over. I took one of the cut aparts and some of the leftover paper, and I glued those down to the white printer paper, then used the die to cut this out and making it look like it's all one piece, and just leaving that open in the back. Did a little bit of paper piecing along here. There's room for photos up here, room for maybe even a small photo down here if you'd like, or put a journaling spot on there. And then this one opens up like this. I took a couple of the stickers, opportunities for photos, opportunities for a photo over here. Then this pulls out, and again, you've got opportunities for photos. And then bring this over. This was a die that I had in my stash, and I thought it was nice with the snow. Opportunities for photo, or you don't have to do anything on it either. You can leave it just as it is. And then that goes back in there. And then both of these, they go over and they both come back to the cover. So, and then they can be tied back up. So that's my projects for our Christmas 365. And I hope you enjoyed those walks through. I hope they weren't too confusing, but I wanted to kind of show you the differences between the pages. But I thank you for watching, and I thank you for following along and subscribing. Be sure to go to the other Collaborators channels to see what they have up for their Christmas 365. Thanks so much, and have an awesome night. Thank you.